Hi everyone, welcome back to Sakyo Jun's live channel. This is part of my series Talk with AI, where I share real stories and dive into deeper reflections through a conversation with AI. Let's go into today's episode. Today's topic is, are you feeling weary of work? The story comes from a young professional who just started their first full-time job. They dress formally, go to work from 9 to 5, and try to follow the adulting routine, but sometimes feels off. They wake up, go to work, come home after dark, and feel completely drained. Even weekends don't help them recharge. By Monday, the fatigue returns stronger than before. This cycle made them question, what's the point of working? Is it just for money? For a sense of achievement? Why am I spending so much of my life doing this? That's the story for today. In many Asian cultures, people are often known for working hard, but less attention is given to other aspects of life. As we heard in today's story, the young generation is beginning to reflect on the meaning of work and what it truly brings to their lives. So I asked AI. Many of us feel lost about life and work. In the past, people didn't have the luxury to think. They just worked to survive. On the other hand, in the future, AI may take over most jobs, and humans may only need to focus on purpose and fulfillment. But even they might bring existential confusion. So, what really causes this feeling of weariness toward work, and how should we respond to it? AI said, the weariness isn't a failure, it's a signal. Your body and mind are asking, is this really the direction you want to go? Then I said, I see. I think that kind of tiredness can actually be helpful. It forces us to stop and reevaluate. But what about the people who've been pushed too hard from a young age? One of my friends was pressured so much by their parents that now they just want to lie flat and do nothing. They know it's not great for their life, but they can't seem to find the energy to care. What's going on in that kind of situation? AI said, that's actually a common pattern among people who were overparented or constantly pushed. Here are a few psychological dynamics that could be at play. First, nervous system shut down after chronic stress. If you've been in fight or flight mode too long, your brain may switch to a shutdown state to protect itself. Second, effort is tied to trauma. For some, trying hard isn't a choice. It's a painful memory of being forced, shamed, or scared. Third, loss of inner motivation. When all your goals were set by others, you lost touch with what you want. You start asking, who am I even doing this for? So, what can help? Number 1, allow rest without guilty. Let yourself stop until you feel the desire to move again. Second, rebuild self-connection. Ask small questions like, what do I feel like eating? Or, what music do I enjoy? These tiny preferences help rebuild your identity. Third, redefine what effort is for. Instead of chasing approval, try asking, if I choose to work hard again someday, who will it be for? Let effort become an inner expression, not an outer performance. Here's my follow-up. that really resonates. My friend also tends to hand decision-making over their parents, even in adulthood. It feels like they never truly owned their life. That also connects to a bigger topic. Nowadays, it feels like you are either caught in the non-stop race, or you've totally checked out. People are often measured by their productivity and paycheck, not who they are. I have a feeling this isn't good for us. Sometimes I envy older tribal cultures and places like Nepal, where people seem more peaceful. Is there something we can learn from them? I said, great observation. With a tied human value to economic output. You are worthy only if you make money, get promoted, buy property. But in many indigenous and mountain cultures, value is relational, not transactional. In tribal communities, people share resources, and contribution is measured by care and cooperation, not income. In Nepal or Himalaya areas, they really focus on living in the moment, accepting that nothing lasts forever, and sticking together as a community. So, can we recreate the mindset within capitalism? Yes, by building microspaces of counterculture. Here's how. First, spending time without a goal. Just walk, talk, or rest with someone. Being together is enough. Second, start small sharing cycles. Exchange skills, meals, second-hand items. Show that people matter more than profit. Third, shift attention. Instead of asking, what do you do? Try noticing, how does this person make me feel? A job title tells what they do, but the feeling they leave you with tells you who they are. Fourth, be kind to yourself. Try saying things like, I may not have earned money today, but I contacted with someone. I may not have achieved much, but I showed up with good intentions. Freedom isn't about quitting society. It's about creating your own inner compass within it. Here's my follow-up. So maybe what really recharges us isn't rest, but connection. The person in the story said even weekends didn't help. Could it be they are lacking genuine connection? Sometimes a good talk with a friend feels more refreshing than any nap. But in modern cities, people live alone and often struggle to maintain relationships. What can we do? I said, you were spot on. When rest didn't recharge you, it's often because your heart feels disconnected, not just your body tired. Humans are wired to connection. Our nervous systems seek cues from others. Eye contact, tone of voice, presence. That's why conversation can heal in ways screens never will. But here's the challenge. You want connection, but you are too drained to reach out. You want to maintain relationships, but you lack motivation or social skills. Let's start small. First, teeny moments of connection. Say thank you to a cashier, send a message to a friend, or leave a comment on this video. Your nervous system will notice and slowly open up. Second, set a weekly ritual. Call one person every Friday for 10 minutes, just casual check-in. Third, join low-pressure group spaces, like book clubs, skill sharing, art sections. You will meet others who also want to slow, genuine connection. Final thought. We weren't decided to do life alone. Let yourself plug into others. That's where the energy is. Okay, That's the response and advice from AI, and it's the end of today's episode. If you'd like to share your thoughts or reactions, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Bye bye.